Ten very weird-looking animals. Star-nosed mole. Looking like the demonic love child of a mole and a tulip, the star-nosed mole can be easily identified by the 22 fleshy pink appendages that form a flowery ring around its nose. This odd-looking feature is actually used as a touch organ and features more than 25,000 sensory receptors that help the mole feel its way around. This small creature can be found in moist lowland areas of eastern Canada and into the northeastern United States, with known historic records extending as far as southeastern Georgia for the adventurous mole. Aye-aye. The creepy-looking aye-aye is a species of lemur that inhabits the rainforests of Madagascar. This nocturnal creature is one of the region's most endangered species, partially on account of being targeted by local villages who believe the aye-aye to bring bad luck. As a result, it spends most of its life hiding high up in trees. It also boasts a unique adaptive method of finding food, knocking on dead wood to search for hollow tunnels created by wood-boring grubs and then gnawing a hole in the wood and pulling out the grubs with their elongated middle finger. Pink fairy armadillo. You won't find a cuter species of armadillo than the pink fairy armadillo. The smallest member of its species come clad with a pink dorsal shell to protect it from predators. Razor-sharp front claws help them effortlessly dig into sandy terrain of the plains of central Argentina in order to burrow themselves. While burrowed, they live a secluded, solitary existence underground, emerging at night to feast on ant colonies. Due to the continued destruction of their natural habitat, their population continues to decrease, and they have been listed as threatened since 1970. Proboscis monkeys. You have to have one awfully big nose for it to be listed right there in your species name. But the proboscis monkey lives up to its moniker, using its large schnoz to attract potential mates and amplifying mating calls so as to also intimidate rivals. Endemic to Borneo, these monkeys feast on unripe fruit while living in jungles and mangroves. They are also known as the primate world's best swimmers, nearly as recognizable for their comical belly flops as their nose. The species is under threat due to both deforestation and to poaching, as their meat is considered to be a delicacy to some. Commodore dog. If you catch a glimpse of the Commodore dog from the right angle, you could be forgiven for confusing it with a walking, barking mop. In spite of its outward appearance, this undeniably shaggy pup doesn't actually shed much once its white, dreadlocked coat is fully formed. It can also surprise through its skill and agility, as the Commodore's coat is misleadingly light and not particularly coarse. They are, however, prone to some pretty heavy-duty matting within their coat. Axolotl. These cartoonish, smiley-faced salamanders are found exclusively in the lake complex of Xochimilco near Mexico City. These amphibians carry a lot of scientific significance on account of their ability to regenerate lost body parts. Accustomed to being the top predator in their habitat while subsisting on a diet of mollusks, worms, insect larvae, and crustaceans, the species have come to struggle for survival amidst the introduction of large fish into their territory. They are considered critically endangered as they struggle to compete for food and find themselves hunted by predatory birds. Irrawaddy dolphins. Found in coastal areas in South and Southeast Asia, these dolphins are actually known for bearing uniquely bulging foreheads and short beaks for an appearance far different than most dolphins. Residing closer to the shore than most dolphins, the Irrawaddy are more susceptible to being caught and often drowned from being caught in gill nets, thus resulting in their present endangerment. They are also popular aquarium attractions for their water spitting and spy hopping, where they raise their torso up and out of the water. Sarcastic fringeheads. These fish are as vicious and aggressive as they are strange, even if they don't quite live up to their sarcastic moniker. These 12-inch-long creatures are odd in name, look, and mannerisms, demonstrating extremely aggressive behavior, particularly towards other species that roam near their established territory, which can include various kinds of shelters, such as empty shells, and even littered pop cans. To assert their authority amongst other fringeheads, they press their unusually large mouths up against one another in a motion that resembles kissing. Tarsier. These wide-eyed primates feature long heels and have feet with extremely elongated tarsus bones, which is where their name comes from. Through these features, Tarsier have developed tremendous leaping skills that dictate their movement through their environment and provide hunting skills that enable them to catch insects and small birds by catching them mid-air. If threatened by a predator such as a snake, these nocturnal animals will band together and attempt to fight off the threat as a group. Japanese giant spider crab. When you envision some of the creepy, crawly creatures that lurk within the deep, dark recesses of the ocean, the Japanese giant spider crab is pretty much your worst nightmare. These guys can weigh up to 42 pounds and have legs that can grow up to 12 feet in length. With the ability to feast on anything smaller than they are and to live at depths which make them difficult to catch, they can live up to 100 years while dwelling along the ocean floor.